and welcome to Josh Widdicombe Will Make Your Life Better with me, Josh Widdicombe, the show where Britain's finest comedians and celebrities pitch inventions and ideas that they believe will make all of our lives better. But why bring these inventions here? Well, between myself, my guests, my experts and my dedicated focus group, also known as the studio audience, we will troubleshoot, critique and analyse each idea, potentially turning an awful invention into a great one. This is the show that believes there's no such thing as a bad idea, except perhaps the music career of Nick Knowles. So, who are this week's would-be Elon Musks? Please welcome comedians Harry Hill, Evelyn Mock and actor Faye Ripley. Harry, you've been a successful comedian for a number of decades. Have you been able to make any money out of the shirts, the props?
I used to have this sidekick called Stuffer the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, I was expecting a round of applause. Large popularity. So it was a rubber cat, Stuffer, and I went on tour and I thought, I'll get some made. And the minimum order you can have made of rubber cats, how many do you think you have to have made? Faye Ripley.
I think the minimum order is 5.
Is 3,000. So I go on the tour, and at the end of the tour, I had 2,950. That was 20 years ago. I now have 5.
Oh.
What a bonfire that was.
Evelyn, you were born in Sweden, your father is from Hong Kong, you have a Chinese mother who was raised in India.
Yes.
Of those countries, which is the best at inventing?
It depends on your intent for the invention, I think. Because Sweden is probably the most noble, so they make things that'll be beneficial for everybody. But I think China is more sinister, and that's why we're going to take over.
Something for all of us to look forward to. Faye, are you a fan of inventions, gadgets?
Well, look, when I was asked to come on the show, I had no idea how incredible I was going to be at inventing. It turns out I'm amazing at this.
I like that confidence.
I'm excited for the world.
Until China takes over.
Yeah.
Gotta hope no one tunes in at just that point. Tonight, I have chosen areas of modern life where I think there is room for improvement, and it is up to our guests to suggest to me what they consider to be their life-changing innovation. Then, as their grand finale, they will get the opportunity to pitch to me their eureka moment, their best idea ever. All of the ideas will be going onto my list that will make your life better. However, at the end of the show, I will be picking my favourite innovation. To help me decide, I'm joined by 2 experts. First, an inventor who is a fellow at both the Institution of Mechanical Engineers and the Royal Astronomical Society, but most impressively, designed some robot dinosaurs for a theme park on the Isle of Wight. Please welcome Dr. Lucy Rogers. Lucy.
Hello.
There's a theme park on the Isle of Wight.
It is the world's oldest theme park.
Which is definitely the reason you'd want to attend a theme park. And in no way a warning to stay off the roller coaster. But you've got loads of accolades. A genuine question, why are you here? I mean, I get it, these people, but, like, you don't need this. What is in this for you?
As Faye said, we all have something inside us that we want to invent. We want to do something. We want to make something. We can think, if only I had a gadget or a gizmo that could do this, it would make life better. And shows like this will actually show that we can make something in our sheds that makes the world a better place.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right, secondly, we've got a man who knows how to turn ideas into money. He is a 19-year-old estate agent who is already worth £12 million. What is not to love? It's the entrepreneur Akshay Ruparelia.
Hello.
Akshay, how are you a millionaire at 19? What was your big idea?
Yeah, so the big idea for me was an online estate agency. So we're called doorsteps, but I think the main thing is found a problem.
Yeah.
I found a solution for it.
What's the problem?
So my problem was estate agents. I think everyone hates them.
I can't help but think you may have added to the problem. How much is it to do a house through your estate agency?
99 quid.
So you were at school when you sold your first house?
Yeah, so literally in the playground. So when I was 17...
Was the building the school?
Can I ask, actually,
Yeah.
do you still live with your mum?
I do indeed.
Yes! Oh, I love him.
I live with his mum too.
OK, so we've met everyone. Let's hear some ideas. The first area we want to be looking at is going to be the kitchen. Now, this is the room with the most gadgets associated with it. The microwave, the dishwasher, the sandwich toaster, the tea bag saucer. That is it's a great invention. What it is, it's a saucer that you put halfway between your kettle and your bin. And it's for when you're making a cup of tea and then you get the tea bag, you look at the bin and go, that's a long way, isn't it? And then you take the tea bag, put it in the saucer, walk back, pick up the tea, walk past the bin and out the kitchen. It is that easy, but surely we can come up with some better inventions than the tea bag saucer. So, the most confident guest, Faye, what's your invention?
So, half of the world, it appears, now have induction hobs. Easy to wipe, whatever. I haven't got one. What I do have is what the other half have still got, which is gas. And you've got the metal grids, and your pan boils over and it makes a mess, and you've then got the dilemma of cleaning the hob. Is that not only is it hot, you have to wait for it to cool down, then the mess goes hard, it goes crusty.
I'm with you.
Once you've lifted them up, where do you put them then? You've got to have enough service to put them down.
I'm so on board with this.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your solution?
Well, the solution is here, and the solution is the hobnob. The hobnob is a magnet in your hood that lowers down. I don't know if you've got a pacemaker, I don't know how this is going to work, but... okay, I haven't thought that through, OK? We're going to work that out later. Anyway, down comes the magnet, and all of your metal sticks to it in the perfect place. Wipe, 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 and hobnob release. I told you I was amazing.
It's a good idea. I like it. What do you think, Harry?
There is a danger with an industrial magnet, I think, in a household situation.
Yeah, that is a problem.
But it will affect your wristwatch, your coil. You could be...
That's going to get caught up. I can see that now that you're saying that.
Or you could just attract all the women in the neighbourhood with a coil.
I'm not going to lie to you. We didn't expect as much coil chat. Lucy.
On a technical note, the coil is made of copper, so actually it wouldn't affect it.
Amazing. Thank you. I think great news.
On the technical side of this, do you think this is feasible?
Oh, it's definitely feasible. Induction cookers, which have an induction coil in them, it's all done by magnets. So actually, all you have done is invert a inductor cooker.
Yeah. When you say all I've done, it's brilliant, though, isn't it? I mean, in an amazing turnaround.
But if you took it a step further and put them in every room in your house and put like lumps of metal in your sofa and in your tables, it's a great storage solution. You could just take everything up to the ceiling.
For hoovering.
It's a brilliant idea.
For storage and hoovering, put one on the dog.
Yes. Wow.
It's a strong opening gambit. Evelyn, what have you got for us in the kitchen?
Well, I'm currently trying to lose some weight, and I never know what to cook or how much of the food I should cook, which is my problem in the first place. So I thought the only solution is to insert a chip into myself. So I thought that maybe that chip could be linked to an app that I could put in secrets about myself. And so if my chip sees that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to, it sends a message to my app, and the app threatens me with releasing all of these secrets that I don't want people to find out onto my Facebook.
Could we have you got any
social
sample
media.
kind of secrets?
Oh yeah, sure. So I have so a secret that I do, which is I'm not proud of this, but at the self-checkout, like I never pay for the 5p bag. And I take one anyways. And the thing is, the few times that I get caught, to get away with it, I pretend not to speak English.
I think it's a good idea. What do you think of it, Harry and Faye?
It relies on you having a secret, doesn't it?
Or like a compromising photo.
Oh, a compromise. Yes, I see. That might work, yes.
So if you don't have said compromising...
So Harry and Faye's issue is that they've lived such blameless lives.
It's just not going to
This
work.
couldn't possibly work for them. So, Harry, what have you got for us in the kitchen?
Well, you know when someone dies, sorry to bring the tone down, they often leave behind a fridge. Okay? Now that is... they're very difficult to get rid of, a fridge. You can't just stick them out in the street like you used to be able to. Plus, you have the additional problem: the person has died, so you need a coffin, and they're very expensive coffins. So, I think you're ahead of me on this. It's a fridge coffin converter kit.
So how does it convert it into a coffin?
So you would be supplied with some handles, some red velvet or something to stick in, a pillow, like a very thin pillow, because it doesn't have to be a comfortable pillow, it just needs to look like a pillow. A brass plaque to put on it, and we did this for my nan, actually. I'll be honest, we did this. We did this, and the great thing about it is when you have the relatives around to view the deceased, when you lift the lid, the light goes on. So it's got everything going for it.
The fridge isn't on, though. You're not like at the wake with a few beers chilling next to you or anything. So, there we have it. Oh, that's some good ideas, that. We'll start with you, Akshay. What were your thoughts?
The chip dieting is popular now.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to diet. I don't know what the demand is like for fridge disposal and coffin buying.
It's high, I'm telling you, it's high.
Lucy.
I still prefer the magnet.
Yeah, I do. Do you think the magnet is practical?
No.
Even I don't think it's practical.
Well, I think I'm going to go with you, Lucy. I think leading the charge at this point is Faye's Hobnob. These inventions may take years or may never, in Harry's case, make it into your homes. So, let's have some life hacks from our audience. Louise Fox. Where's Louise Fox? What is your life hack that is going to change my life?
It's just quite simple, and it involves a wooden spoon and a pomegranate. So if you've ever tried to deseed one, I used to spend ages like breaking it and then trying to get them all out. So
Deseeding a pomegranate?
Yeah. As sad as that may
Nightmare.
be. Yeah. So you literally just cut it in half and you would hold it upside down and just whack the top of it, and you go around with a wooden spoon, and actually all the seeds just drop out into your hands, and it's done within 30 seconds.
Faye.
Louise, can I say, can I add to that? Because it does work, this.
It does.
It really works, but if you put your fingers like that, it catches the white bits.
Yes.
And then the seeds drop through the open fingers. For those listening, I'm holding my fingers slightly apart.
It can't be Joe Rutt? Yeah. Joe Rutt. It can be Joe Rutt. Of course, that's a totally normal name. Hello.
So basically, my life hack relates to wine. Basically, if you've got like half a bottle of white wine and you don't manage to finish it somehow, and you stick it in the fridge for a few days, then you want to go back and have another glass of wine, but it's gone a bit tangy. Just stick a few salted peanuts in it, give it a little swirl. It's like a whole new bottle of wine. No. Yeah. Legit.
Can I just... What? No. Can I ask Joe, how did you find this out?
Well, I had a bottle of wine and it had gone a bit manking. I happened to have some peanuts and I realised eating the peanuts made it taste better.
Did you also shove a fag butt into it? It's a bit post-pub,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
like something
The
you'd find
whole
at the end of a
thing.
house pie.
Yes.
You stumbled onto it yourself?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you given this idea to anyone else who's...
Yeah, my sister here, who can vouch for me. Another rat.
See, everybody's an inventor.
Peter Harvey. Peter, what is your life hack?
Well, basically, I'm disabled with autism, and lots of theme parks and so on offer, like, you get a carer in for free when you go in with. So I usually just bring a mate along for free.
Brilliant.
This sounds like one of Evelyn's secrets.
I used to do that.
Okay, on with the show now. Next round, I would like your inventions on telecommunications. We've made great strides in the world of telecommunications. Everyone now has a smartphone, the internet in the palm of their hands. There are millions of apps. Not all of them are useful. For instance, I am yet to use the Compass app. Don't know about you, before I had a phone, I wasn't going, bloody hell, another night out. I have to take a separate phone and compass with me. If you are in a situation where you need to use a compass, your iPhone will have died hours ago. Because my iPhone has the lifespan of a moth. My life is now just me going into rooms and looking for plugs. I can't make a phone call without having it plugged into the wall. Basically, I've gone back to having a landline. So what we are looking for is your ideas that are better than the Compass app. Faye, what have you come up with?
My problem is that I have been given an unbelievable sense of smell. And the problem with that is that particularly people's breath is an issue. So I have invented an app on your phone that while you're talking, it alerts you. It's called the Wi-Fi. W-I-F-F-I, like
Lovely.
Wi-Fi.
First of all, I have a problem with the word bad breath. Different cultures have different ideas.
Fine.
You'd have to have a French version. You definitely have to have a French version.
Sure.
So, Lucy, is this feasible scientifically?
It's volatile organic compounds you're looking for.
Yes.
It's definitely feasible because I have here just what you're asking for.
Really?
It's a USB device and it lights up if it detects these volatile organic compounds.
Do you think, Lucy, that you could get it put into a phone?
You can get it in a phone.
So there we go. It's perfectly possible, Faye. It's a brilliant idea. Evelyn, what's your invention?
I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I'm on the phone, I will need to go to the bathroom. But I can't let the person I'm on the phone with know that I'm in the bathroom. So I thought that if I could come up with an app that could translate all of the sounds of the bathroom into other sounds, that would be really good.
Would you two go to... I don't do that. I would absolutely not do this.
What did you say? Would I go to the toilet on the phone?
When you're...
No, I wouldn't.
So what sounds are you going to turn it into?
Like, either a waterfall, maybe. Maybe you're in a jungle.
So aren't people going to say, why are you always in the jungle?
And I say, I live a very glamorous life.
The glamour of the jungle. Movie premieres, The Jungle. Scientifically possible?
It is possible, but if you take a twist on it, you could actually put that maybe in a baby's room. And so if a loud siren or some loud noises outside, you could actually cover that with white noise or a lullaby. So pipe nice music in to keep the baby happy while the siren goes past.
Making these ideas genuinely better. Harry, what's your idea for telecommunications?
Increasingly, we are using emojis to communicate, aren't we? And obviously that saves a lot of time. And I'm thinking it's inevitable that these then enter the speech.
Audio emojis.
Sound emojis is what I was trying to get to.
Demonstrate for us. We've got you a...
So I've loaded up some sounds. So a typical text might be, hi Mum, don't forget to record QI with Sandy Toksvig tonight, would be, hi Harry.
What's that, sorry?
That's my mum.
Oh, sorry.
So
okay.
Don't
Why an elephant?
Because elephants never forget. You've got to think outside the box. These things will become second nature after a while. So,
What's that?
That's the noise of 24 hours in police custody when they press record. Don't forget to record.
QI?
Yes, with...
Sandy.
Sandy. Right. This will become second nature. It's much quicker.
That is much better.
It's much quicker. It's the main thing.
Harry, I can't believe I'm saying this. I've got bad news for you. I'm afraid this already exists.
No.
As this report from CBS 42 News in Birmingham, Alabama explains.
Attention emoji lovers, a new feature is pairing your favorite characters with sound effects now. And new this morning, we introduce you to the genius behind the idea.
It's me.
No. What like-minded individual shares the brain of Harry Hill? Let's see.
Mercer Henderson is not just your typical 13-year-old girl. Except she may have changed the face of the faces of emojis.
That's the end of that one. So, some ideas in this round, aren't there? Akshay, we'll go through them. Harry will rule out. Evelyn's idea.
I think Evelyn's has to be my favourite, by far. I've done some maths behind it.
Okay.
So, your average adult spends 3 hours and 9 minutes on the toilet per week. We can assume half of that is at work, so about an hour and a half a week. So in 48 weeks working, you've got 72 hours on the toilet. In an 8-hour working day, on 8 or 9 hours, you've got 8 days of work, which on an average salary will save me as an employer £800 a year if they're on the phone on the toilet.
How evil are you? You've got to let people go to the toilet, haven't you?
They can go as many times as they want now.
So, my favourite, leading the charge at this point, Whiffy is the front runner at the moment. Round of applause for Faye Ripley. Right, final round, on to the big one. You have already designed some inventions to address my worries. Now is your chance to pitch one life-changing invention. There are no restrictions. This is your showstopper that you think will make the world a better place. Evelyn, what have you got for us?
Do you guys remember when it snowed in London? So I thought, when the snow comes, everything just kind of goes off the rails. But I thought, what if we could invent something that could make the snow melt for you specifically? So okay. I call them thermo boots. And it's a thing that you can put under your boot that'll heat up, and when you walk outside, the snow under your steps will melt.
Yes.
For people at home, someone in the audience just punched the air and said yes.
A couple of things I'm worried about. If the snow is very deep, then you are going to go down very far. It's going to be exhausting.
Yes.
Now that you've pointed that obvious flaw out, maybe we could make a platform one. That could just be... I'm going to be honest, I haven't thought this through.
Well...
Maybe for every step you take, they just disperse a little bit of a liquid that'll melt the snow, so you have a certain amount of steps in the platform.
I like your idea. Faye, what's your big idea?
I'm not overly sentimental about birthday cards, greeting cards. And I'm aware they are made of paper and that we are losing trees, we've got to save the planet, etc. I think what we need is reusable cards, the cardio, bringing life back to your greeting card. And so how we achieve that with the reusable card is with disappearing ink.
Are you not going to appear cheap?
Well, I'm hoping that we're all on board. You see, it's not just now. I'm just going to start.
Is there only one card and it's just going around everywhere?
No, it's going to be the way forward for all greeting cards, and that way, and in a way you'll know, like money. my money. You don't mind that you pass your fiver from one person to the next. Or,
May I say,
yes.
I don't like the fact that that we pass the money around like that.
In the future, when we've got chips in our arms and grandma's in a fridge, all cards will be just circulated.
OK, finally, Harry, what is your big idea?
OK, so we've all had this problem when it's bin day and we've got too much rubbish for the wheelie bin. What I've come up with is a way of compressing the rubbish in the bin.
Yep.
With what I call my bin key. It's a thing that clips on the lid of the bin, the wheelie bin, and it's got a big key, and you turn the key and it compresses down...
3,000 stoofers.
A platform. 5 left, I've only got 5 left.
The last person who put a cat in a bin went badly, Harry. It is a good idea, it's a problem we all have. I don't know how practical it is, so what we've got, genuinely, is Lucy. We got you to build this from Harry's blueprint, didn't we?
Yep, you sent me the specification and I made it exactly as was described.
Oh, dear. Bring out the binovation. Do you know what? Hand over the Sony Award now. That is great radio. I should say it is currently 3 foot above Harry's head. Is that tall? Harry, would you like to start turning your bin key? Can you reach
OK, so
that?
what Lucy has attached the top.
It's a bit high for Harry, so obviously we've all got a stepladder in our garden for taking the bins out. There we go. So up he goes.
Right.
It's going at a very slow pace. Lucy, how long is this going to take?
Well, this will take forever, but...
It's actually really good exercise.
Rather than wait for a man to do it, I'll get a battery-operated thing, which is always better.
There's Lucy's drill. Lucy is taking off the key. So now you're going to drill the bin platform into your bin from the top.
For everyone at home, this is working very well.
Oh, there it goes, there it goes! Ladies and gentlemen, the bin key! There you have it. We've heard all the inventions. Before I make my decision, we have got our focus group here. So, the Rutt sisters, what would your decision be?
Our decision, we think, is actually the berating chip.
Are you genuinely kidding me? The chip that ruins your life? So, will it be the dieting chip? Will it be the magnetic cooker? Will it be Harry Hill's bin key? Do you know what? After your first inventions, I thought you had no hope, Harry, but I'm going to have to say the best invention that will make your life better tonight is Harry Hill's bin key! That is it for tonight's show. Can we have a huge thank you to our experts, Dr. Lucy Rogers and Akshay Ruparelia, and of course our special guests Harry Hill, Ripley and Evelyn Mock. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Good night. Josh Widdicombe Will Make Your Life Better was hosted by myself, Josh Widdicombe, who wrote the show with Tom Crane and Matthew Crosby. It was produced by Ben Wicks, Dominic Wells-Martin and Harry Forte. This has been an Expectation production for BBC Radio 2.